Hey guys, got a couple of new things in stock and just wanted to show you. So they're LED rings for guitar pedals. They're not exactly new, they've been around for a while, but they're new to me. I haven't seen them before, and I decided I like the look of it and wanted to check them out. So this first option is just a little retrofit LED ring. All it is just a piece of plastic with a LED piece with a PCB inside, an LED ring PCB inside, and they're a little expensive for what they are. I'm gonna have to ask the supplier about that, or look for a new one, see if I can get them a little bit cheaper. But they can be retrofit, so that's pretty cool. You can put it on any PCB, any pedal that you like. You'll just have to do one thing, and that is drill a little hole for the wires to go through that washer. They have to go down through the enclosure. So I'll just show you what I mean when you fit that on. So if you could imagine, the enclosure would be between that nut and the washer and the LED ring washer, and you can see there's wires. You can see those two wires sticking out there. So you're gonna have to drill a little hole for that. Probably about 3 mil maybe would do it. And then this obviously goes. The other nut goes on the top like that, and then you end up with a LED ring. These LED rings, both of them, they look pretty cool, I must say. And the next pedal I build, I'm definitely going to do one because it looks really cool. This one, you can see highlights where the LEDs are a little bit more. This one, which I'll show you in a moment, is a little bit more diffuse, so that's good in that respect. But it still looks good. It's got its own sort of charm, I suppose. And it's easy to use as well. All you just do is, like I said, just retrofit it straight in. Just drill those little holes out for the wires, and they go straight in. I got them on the store. These ones, the rings, and they're in 5 colors: red, yellow, green, white, blue. Red, yellow, green, white, blue. Yeah, 5 colors. So yeah, they're pretty cool. So check them out. They're on the store. I'll leave links to where you can get these on my store in this video if you're interested in them. I think a few suppliers are providing them now, so you just keep an eye out for them. But they are, most of this stuff's pretty standard. Some little differences between them. So this is the one that has. Before we even turn it on, let's take it apart. Yes, pun intended. Well, not pun. What reference intended there? So you've got. So this is basically just a extra piece that, extra housing piece that just goes over the top of a standard 3-pole double throw. There's nothing special about that. That's interesting how that little silver washer fell off. I thought it was actually part of that LED ring. It's sort of, I don't know, maybe a bit of heat had stuck it down a bit. It wasn't moving, but it just came off. So yeah, so you've got the little diffuse ring that goes over the top. Then you've got the LED ring inside. You can see the little PCB with all the LEDs and resistors on that little ring. And then you've got this little pin, these pin connectors that come out, and I'll show you what I think that's for in a moment. And that can just come out too. It all just comes apart pretty easily. And you got the little plastic insert that goes over the top as well. So it fits together very easily, and then that just slides on the top, as you saw before, bang, and then you've got your LED ring over the top of that, and then that goes on there. So that's how it all fits together. It's pretty straightforward. So as I was saying, with those pins on the back there, that would obviously be. This is actually the first time I've ever seen one of these. I've actually never picked one up until I hit the record button on this. On this video. Well, I picked it up before and took it apart, but that was about it. So they're very new to me, but I'm assuming that these pins are for a 3-pole double throw little adapter board, daughter board, or whatever you want to call it, that goes on the top here. And the designer would make it so that those pins can fit straight into that PCB. The PCB would go on top, and those pins would connect to it. That's great, and it makes it simple, particularly if you're building a lot of pedals. For us, if you don't use the daughter boards, it's of little consequence. That the left pin there is negative, the right pin's positive. All you do is just tap in to that positive that will go to your DC as you normally would do, and then the negative you just make a link across to that pin on the 3-pole double throw with whatever, a piece of wire or just a little scrap lead or whatever. So that would be pretty simple to do. So what does it look like? I like the look of this one a bit better. They both look cool. This one looks a little bit better because the light's a bit more diffuse. Now it's tricky trying to get this on without actually touching both wires because these alligator clips are so big. But yeah, there you go. So that looks pretty cool too. So obviously there's no switching mechanism on this at the moment from what I'm doing. That positive's moving around there. Because you need to wire it into your pedal, but you need to wire it into the 3-pole double throw switch. So when you hit the button, it'll turn on and off. But I'm just showing you an example of what it actually looks like. If I can get these alligator clips to stop touching each other. My power supply is going spaz in the background. So anyway, you can see it there. Looks pretty cool. They come in, I think, 5 colors as well. Same as the other LED rings. So that's 2 other options that you can do for LED lighting. Pretty cool options too. I'm going to be using both of these on my next build because I want to see what they're like. And I always test and use what I sell as well. I've told you guys that before, but that is a big, for me, I say it often because it's a big thing to me. You're buying, when you buy stuff from our store, that's Eric and I, when you buy something from our store, you know that it's been used by someone that builds pedals. I know there's other websites out there where they don't really care so much about what they sell. They just find the cheapest thing they can, and then they go, there you go, bang, and then you try and use it and it doesn't work properly. I don't sell anything that I wouldn't use myself, put it that way. So anyway, that's it. So yeah, if you want these, they'll be on the store. I haven't got these in yet. I'm just testing this one now. I've got some of the rings in as well. Rings aren't cheap. I'm not quite sure why. I'm going to talk to the manufacturer about that. I don't know why they're a little pricey. I mean, I've got them for $3.20 or something AUD. Like, I'm not talking like, it's not going to break the bank, but if I can get them cheap for what they are, it seems a little pricey because it's just an LED ring in a plastic case. So I'm going to ask the manufacturer about that if there's any discounts for large quantities. Because I'm sure there's margin in that. Just tiny little ring on a 2 pieces of wire. These ones are about double the cost of what you'd normally pay for a 3-pole double throw. So I suppose in a roundabout way, I don't know, maybe they are priced about right because they're, you know, $3 or $4 each. These are $3. These will probably be maybe $7. So I don't know, maybe they are priced about right. But anyway, leave that to me. I'll talk to the suppliers about that and see what I can hunt down. But yeah, I'm going to use both of these in pedals because I want to test them out and see what they're like. The next pedals I build will have those in it, and I might be able to show you in another video, be able to show you actually what it looks like actually installed into the pedal as well. So I hope you like that video. Some of you guys have already used these lighting options. I know from the comments that I've read that you've used these before, and I've seen them around for ages. Just haven't had a chance to finally get around and actually test them out, and next will be to stock them as well. So that's it. If you want to support the channel, make sure you subscribe, and if you want this stuff, you can and you'd be supporting me as well, is to get them, source them from me. Do it yourself, DIYguitarpedals.com.au. I'll leave the link below. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.